We've all added rows one by one in Excel, or we've deleted it one by one. But what if you wanted to add a blank row after every 2 rows or even 3 rows? And what if you wanted to delete any of the blank rows between your datasets? Well, in today's lesson, we're going to find out how. So let's jump into it. We start to have a look at how to add a blank row between each of these. Now, normally what people would do is go across and press insert and continue like that. But we want to add a row between all of the rows here in a very fast way. So the way to do that is let's just Control Z is to add a helper column. So let's just call this helper. And now we're going to add a series of numbers. So just add 1 and 2, highlight the 1 and 2, and just double click here and it continues the series. Now we need to add a same series below this. So you press Control C once it's highlighted, add this. Now this will work with any number of data sets. You just need to repeat the series. So once that's highlighted, Control A to highlight all of your data. You go across to the sort and filter and we're going to do smallest to largest. Now what that does is helps here add a column all the way down your data set. You can now remove your helper column, delete that, and there you have it. Now if we want to add a blank row after every 2 rows, then there's a different way to use this. So let's use the helper column. Let's type in text here and we're going to type in a number. Now what we're saying to this helper column is that after every 2 rows we are going to put a blank row. Now the way to do it is just take the text in the helper column and just double click to repeat the pattern all the way. Now you go across to Control G or F5 to the Go to Special dialog box, go to Special. Now what we want to do is highlight only the text. So it doesn't matter what text goes into this column here, it just needs to be text and the other identifier is a number. So you could use a combination of numbers as you want. Press OK. Now it's highlighted the text columns. So Control, Shift and Plus to highlight and get the dialog box up. So we want to remove the entire column. You can click onto that, press OK. And there you have it. So after every 2 rows of data, you have then a blank row. This will work if you add, for example, text and 1, 2, and it can also do it after 3, 4, whatever you want to do. Now imagine that you have a data set and now you want to remove the blank rows. So let's just start by removing the helper column here. And now we want to remove every single blank row, but this is not the way to do it. There is an easier way to do it. So let's just Control Z to take the data back. Let's highlight the data, Control A all the way down. Okay, let's just highlight that there. Now Control G, that will open up the dialog box. What we want to do this time is to highlight only the blanks. So press OK, and now it's highlighted the blanks. Now all we need to do is Control and minus, and that will allow us to move the entire row up, and that is how you delete blank rows. Now when we come to add rows, we might want to just add 1 row here and then add another row. This is not the way to do it. An easier way to do it is highlight the data where you want to add the row, hold the Shift button and take the arrow to the corner. Now you have this double arrow with the lines and you can just drag it to the number of rows you want to add. There you go. Now the last trick I'm going to show you is how to move the rows from one area of the table to the other. So highlight these 2, now hold the Control button and Shift, and now we just hold and drag it to wherever we want, and that has now copied the data. The other way to do it is to move it, so let's just Control Z. And now if you simply want to just move the data, you highlight it, hold onto the Shift, and you have the 4 arrows here. drag it down to wherever you want and let go. And there you have it. Thanks for watching today's lesson, and if you've learned something, then please feel free to like and subscribe. And if you wanted to join us in any of our other social channels, then feel free to go onto Instagram or TikTok at Skill Up in Excel. And I'll see you next time. Happy spreadsheeting.